Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds or gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and ride them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Hey friends, how's it going? This is David Potts with Song Notes, and today I'm going to show you how to pick up your guitar and play Mama's Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. Now, I first learned this song through the Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings version of it, 1978, but I learned prepping for this lesson, it was originally written by Ed Bruce in 1975, so props to the original songwriter. This is a great song though. You'll only need 3 chords to play the whole thing. There is a key change halfway through, but you can ignore that if you want to keep it really simple. But let's dive right on in, okay? So chord-wise, you're gonna need a D, okay? You're gonna need a G, whether you put your ring finger down or not on the second string, doesn't matter. And then you'll need an A. Now you can also play an A7 if you want. These are totally interchangeable within the song. You can do totally A all the time or totally A7 all the time. It won't really make a difference, okay? So those are the 3 chords. Now the chord progression you're going to use, and what I mean by that is how you're going to sort of order these chords, how you're going to play them throughout the song is like this. You're going to be on D, and then you're going to go to G, and then you're going to go to A, and then you're going to go back to D. And then you'll repeat that over and over again for the entire song, both the verse and the chorus, okay? So breaking that down a little bit further, we're gonna be on each chord for about 12 counts, okay? And we're gonna break that number 12 into 4 groups of 3, okay? I'm not gonna turn this into math class, so don't really get too scared about this. But basically, to strum that, the easiest way you could do it is strum just on the 1 count of each 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, you get the idea, right? This is sort of the easiest way to play the song. Okay, just strum on the 1 counts, do a down strum, but you really want to think of these as groups of 3 though, even though you're not strumming on the 2nd and 3rd count. So if we want to take that one step further, what we could do is do all down strums, but this time on the 1 count, we're gonna just pluck the bass note of the chord, and on the 2 and the 3 count, we're gonna pluck or strum the rest of the chord. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then to G, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then to A or A7. And you may find it's hard to target that bass note cleanly. And that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. What you really can do is maybe get the 2 or 3, or the single or the 2 or 3 bassiest strings. So that would be. Then to G. So notice I'm really just kind of getting the bottom strings of that chord. Okay, so that's sort of the 2nd intermediary strum. If you want to take it one step further still, you could add some up strums in there. So that would be a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. Okay, same deal. The key, which stays consistent, is you want that 1 count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to really have the real accent, have the real pulse, okay? And whether you do that by strumming only the bass string of that chord or the couple bass strings of that chord or whatever, you just really want that to be the sort of driving engine of the song. And then the final thing I'll say is you could do an alternating bass note. So that would be a 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. So on the 1 counts, I'm changing the bass note I'm playing. This adds a bit of difficulty, for sure, but it's a good thing to practice if you have the rest of the song down, right? Okay, so for the D, I'm alternating between the 4th string and the 5th string. And then the G, I go the 6th string and the 4th string. But you could do the 6th string and the 5th string just the same. For the A, I do the 5th string and the 4th string. Okay, practice it without the down, up if you're having trouble with it at first, and really kind of, eventually you'll develop a muscle memory with your picking hand of knowing kind of which string you want to target, and you won't need to really look all the time down here. So that's the sort of strumming pattern you can employ, and really you use that for the entire song. Okay, so with that, I'll do this little playthrough here, and notice what I'm going to do for the verses is I'm not going to do the alternating bass note. I'm going to basically stay on the bass note of the chord for each one count. Okay? And so forth. Then when I get to the chorus, I'm going to bring in the alternating bass note. Okay, so watch this playthrough and stick around if you want to learn the modulation, which is where I change key from D to E. All right? Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds and gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and ride them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountains in morning. Okay, so for the modulation part, now what modulation means in a song is when basically all chords are basically moved up, usually up, and it's usually either a half step or a whole step, okay? So in this case, what's gonna happen is the D, G, and A, or the A7, are gonna change to an E, A, and B7, respectively, okay? So the relative relationship of all these chords is the same. You're basically going the 1, the 4, and the 5, and back to the 1. You're just changing key from a D to an E. So with that, the same strumming pattern would apply. You could do just the bass notes. Or you could do the alternating bass notes. So cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Warm little thing. I forget these lyrics, right? And girls of the night. You get the idea though. La da dee 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 dee. Okay, so otherwise, you just follow along with this and you're good to go. So this is, again, a great song. You can pull it off with 3 chords. If you want to do the key change, you can. And otherwise, it's a fun one. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything I missed or anything you're having trouble with. I'd be glad to help. But once again, this is David Potts with Song Notes. Check out playsongnotes.com for my notes and tabs for this lesson, and all my other lessons are all there. And thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to this video if you like it. And if you loved it, there is a tip jar on my website where you can throw a few bucks my way for appreciation. It really helps support the project I do with these lessons and all the time I put into it. But that's it for today. Remember, before and above all else, pick up that guitar and play. Bye-bye. Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds and gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and ride them old trucks. Let them be doctors.